Today I have a super exciting video for you. We are going to talk about what sold for me on Poshmark in October of 2020. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around and we'll get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gordon-Goldstein and I'm a part-time reseller on the Poshmark app. Today we're going to be talking about what sold for me on Poshmark in October of 2020. I'm going to go through each item that I sold, and then at the end I'm going to try this new segment called Fast, Slow, High, Low. And so I'll talk about my fastest sales, my slowest sales, my highest sales, and my lowest sales. I'll also tell you what my total profit was for the month, so let's get into it. On October 1st, I had one sale, and it was this Ralph Lauren striped collared blouse. It was a size 3X. This was donated to me, and that sold for $14. On October 2nd, I had four sales, and the first one was a pair of Sam Edelman flats. They were these ballet flats. I actually picked those up at Goodwill back in February or March. I sold those for $31. The next thing to sell was this pair of Revolve Dolce Vita ankle booties, peep toe ankle booties. I purchased those on ThredUp to resell, and I sold those for $31 also. Next, I sold this Claudia Pierlot floral chiffon dress. I got that in a ThredUp mystery box. It was missing the belt, but I listed it anyway and made sure to note that. This was a pretty pricey dress. It's made in Paris, and I ended up selling it for $59. The fourth thing to sell on the second was this Nydj floral top. Nydj is not your daughter's jeans. I got this in that same ThredUp mystery box as the Claudia Pierlot dress, and I ended up selling this for $19. On October 3rd, I had three sales. The first one was this Champion double dry long sleeve workout top, and that was donated to me. I sold it for $8. The next was a pair of Levi's 559 relaxed straight leg jeans in a size 33-32. I sourced these on Nextdoor, and a woman had, I think, 10 or 12 pairs of Levi's she was selling. So I think I paid about $3 for each one. A couple of them weren't Levi's, but the rest were, and this is one of the last pairs that I have, and I sold these for $25. The third sale on October 3rd was these Madden Girl riding boots, and these were from my personal closet. I also sold a brown pair of these earlier this year. I ended up selling these for $39. On October 4th, I only had one sale, and it was this Athleta Foothill tank top. It was white with this like laser cut detail. That also came in that same ThredUp mystery box of women's clothing. If you haven't seen that video, I did an unboxing of it, and I'll link it up here. I never know which side, but it'll be linked so you can see that unboxing and see what I got. I ended up selling that for $19. On October 5th, I also had one sale, and it was an item from my personal closet. It was this express kind of striped Portofino button front shirt. It was purple and white, and I got this, oh my gosh, a few years ago when I first started my job, and I just don't really wear button downs anymore. They're a little bit too formal for my office environment. I've had this listed for a long time, and it finally sold for $15. On October 6th, I also had one sale, and it was another pair of those Levi's that I sourced on Nextdoor. These were the Levi's 569 loose straight fit jeans in a 33-34, and these actually, one of the belt loops on the side was a bit loose. I made sure to take pictures of it and note it in the description, but these sold for $20. On October 7th, I had two sales. One was a pair of American Eagle skinny stretch jeans. These were definitely low rise, and these were donated to me, so I sold them for $10. Low rise just really isn't that in style right now. Everybody wants high rise jeans. I was fine to let those go for $10, especially since they were donated to me. The second sale was a sweater of mine, and it was an olive and oak cable knit like maroon sweater. This was one of the first things I listed in my Poshmark closet, and I sold that for $10. On October 8th, I had one sale again, and it was a pair of Lucky Brand sweet straight jeans. These also came in that ThredUp mystery box I keep mentioning, and they sold for $15. On October 9th, this was my biggest sales day of the month. I had 8 sales. I think actually it wasn't just my biggest sales day of the month, but I think that's my biggest sales day ever. 8 items might not seem like a lot to some people, but it was a lot to me. I think that that was largely in part due to closet clear out. Recently, I've been trying to utilize closet clear out a little bit more on Poshmark. They do it, sometimes it's like every other day, sometimes it's every 3 days, but it happens way more often than maybe it should. A lot of the Poshmark community kind of laughs at it, but I watch a lot of Becky Park on Poshmark's videos. I'll link her YouTube channel down below, but she talks a lot about her closet clear out method. I've been trying to utilize that a bit. Basically, you go back through and people have liked items, you send them a message instead of just randomly dropping prices of items in your closet. You send these people a message saying, hey, today's closet clear out. If I drop the price to this amount, Poshmark will automatically give you discounted shipping. Let me know if you're interested and we can do that. That was really successful for me for some reason on this particular day. That's how I made most of these sales. And if you want more detail on that, Becky has great videos, so go check out her channel. But anyway, the first sale on the 9th was this alternative apparel organic Pima cotton shirt, and this was just a basic top. This was donated to me and I sold it for $10. The next sale was this Bzees Audrey bell sleeve top that actually had SPF in it, which was interesting. I guess good for hiking and outdoor activities. This came in that thread up mystery box and I sold that for $10. Next item was this green envelope tie front top. This was really, really pretty. If this was my size, I would have kept it. It was just donated to me and I sold it for $12. Next, we have this Ann Taylor Factory. It was kind of a burnt orange floral button front top, and this also came in that thread up mystery box. I sold that for $7. My next sale on the 9th was this Anthropology Vanessa Virginia turtleneck top. It was tunic length and it had like this keyhole detail in the back. This was donated to me as well. I sold this for $19. Next item was also donated to me. It was a buckle sweater. It was kind of green, just single button front, and I sold that for $8. Next was a pair of shoes from one of my thread up mystery shoe boxes. I'll link that video up here as well if you missed that, but that was my very first mystery box. These shoes, they're a pair of Jessica Simpson pumps. I think the style was a bit dated, but I list stuff anyway. I'm actually surprised sometimes by stuff that people want to buy, but I will sell it to them, and these sold for $12. Lastly, on the 9th was another item that was donated to me. It was a Soho Jeans, which was actually a collaboration with New York & Company. It was just this slouchy poncho gray sweater, and that sold for $5. And the reason it only sold for $5, I had it listed for $8 or $10. Just the way the knit was, there were some inconsistencies in the fabric that made it look like it had stains, when in reality it was just the color difference on the fabric. The lady who ended up purchasing it, she reached out and asked if there were stains on the front, and I double checked. It turned out it really just was an inconsistency in the fabric, but I felt bad and I didn't want her to be disappointed, so I said, you know, if you want it for $5, you can have it, and she gave me a 5-star rating, so all good. On October 10th, I had 2 sales. One was for my personal closet. It was this Forever 21 sort of Aztec sweater, and it was super cozy. I just don't wear it anymore, so I sold that for $10. The second thing that sold was this pair of Toms. These I picked up at Goodwill back in February, I believe. Ended up selling those for $22. On October 11th, I had one sale, and it was this pair of Cole Haan driving loafers. These came in my very first thread up mystery box, and I sold these for $35. On the 12th, I also sold one item, and it was this pair of Tory Burch flats. These were super cute. They had this like fringe detail on the front. I ended up selling these for $33. On the 13th, I had 2 sales. The first was this soft surroundings kind of military style jacket. It was almost like a sweatshirt hoodie material, kind of cool. It was an extra small, so not for me. This was donated to me and it sold for $25. The next thing was this 9 West kind of crossbody purse. This was from my personal closet, and this, you can tell by the picture, was one of the first items I ever listed on Poshmark. I do not take photos like this anymore, but it shows growth and where I came from, so that's good. This sold for $13 and the lady was really happy with it. On the 14th, I had one sale, and it was this Jeffrey Bean button front shirt. This was from my husband's closet. He just never wore it. It was new with tags, still in the wrapping. That sold for $20. It ended up going to Hawaii, which is pretty cool. I don't know why. I always just think that's cool when I sell stuff to Hawaii or Alaska. On October 15th, we had 2 sales. First was this Cynthia Rowley kind of purple mesh kind of yoga top, and this was donated to me and I sold it for $10. Next was this boohoo kind of black tunic length sweater, and this was also donated to me and I sold that for $8. On the 16th, I had one sale, and it was this waif sort of olive green shirt dress, and this was donated to me. Waif stands for where are you from? I know a lot of resellers like to sell it. This sat for me for a long time and I only sold it for $15. On October 17th, I had one sale, and it was this Anthropology DRA puff sleeve top, and this I purchased from a mystery box from the Deal Queen on Instagram. That stuff, it's a lot of smaller petite sizes, so a lot of it is sitting for me. It was a really cute top and I ended up selling it for $35. On October 18th, I had one sale, and it was this pair of Nike Portmore sneakers. These came in a thread up mystery box as well. That was, I think, in my most recent one. These were interesting. I talked about it a little bit in that video too. They were two different sizes. One was a size 9 and one was a size 10. These were men's, by the way. Somebody purchased them earlier in the month and didn't realize that they were two different sizes, and overnight before I shipped them, they said, oh my gosh, please don't send those. I didn't see that. I'd like to cancel my order, which was totally fine. A few days later, this person bought them, gave them a 5-star review, so I'm glad they're happy with them. I guess lesson of the story, they came in a mystery box, so I wouldn't choose to pick up shoes that are two different sizes, but as long as you note and make it very clear in the description that they are two different sizes, you can still sell them. People will buy them if they're a desirable shoe. Again, I only sold them for $10. On the 19th, I had one sale, and it was this pair of Lucky Brand jeans. These were donated to me, and they were the sweet and low style, so they were kind of like a boot cut jean, and I sold these for $15. On the 20th, I also had one sale, and it was this pair of Sam Edelman Petty booties. These came in one of my more recent thread art mystery boxes. I actually haven't done that unboxing yet, so stay tuned. I'm probably gonna do that maybe this week or something, so that'll be up on my channel shortly. Anyway, these were really cute. They got a ton of interest immediately, and they sold for $35. Also, if you're enjoying this video while you're watching, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of reselling content. I'm not really going to Goodwill right now or any of the thrifts. I'm getting pretty much all my inventory from thread up mystery boxes, so it's a surprise for everybody, and I just think they're really fun. On the 21st, I had one sale, and it was this pair of Tahari pumps. They sort of had that cap toe. I got these at Goodwill earlier this year. I don't think I would pick up Tahari again. This was, they sat for a while, and Tahari does not resell for very much at all. I sold these for $15. So the 22nd was my first no sale day of the month, and I had gone over a month without a no sale day, which was definitely my longest streak. I was really hopeful at this point that I was going to make it the whole month without any of those no sale days, but it happened on the 22nd, so no sales that day. But the 23rd, I did have one sale, and it was a pair of Aldo kind of tall boots, and these were from my personal closet. Oh my gosh, I got these back in college and wore them a ton. This was one of the first items that I listed in my Poshmark closet, and these ended up selling for $13. The 24th was also a no sale day, but on the 25th, I sold 3 items. The first was this velvet heart blue button front striped top, and I sold that for $7. That was donated to me. The next item was this fashion bug kind of bright colorful top. It had like a beading detail at the neckline, also donated to me. I sold that for $5. And then the last item was this Urban Outfitters Burnout top, and it was open back. It was really cute. I was surprised this took so long to sell, and it only sold for $7, also donated to me. On the 26th, I sold one item. It was this pair of DV Dolce Vita sandals. I got these in a thread up mystery box as well. The size I guessed on because it didn't really say. They accepted their purchase, and I sold them for $12. On the 27th, I also had one sale. It was this Athleta bright pink long sleeve top, and I sourced this off of Poshmark a few months ago to resell. I sold it for $15, didn't make a whole lot of profit, but I was happy to move it out the door. The 28th was another no sale day, but the 29th I sold 3 items. The first was this Liz Claiborne jacket. It was suede button front, and this was donated to me. I sold it for $12. The next item was this express kind of keyhole neckline, sparkly like sweater dress, and this was from my personal closet. I've worn it many times. I think people are probably sick of seeing seeing it. So I sold that for $16. The last item to sell was this pair of Nikes. These were from a thredUP mystery box. I talked about these in a previous video. They were my size. I took it for a test run and almost kept them, but they sold really fast for $26. The 30th was my last no sale day for the month. So I only had I had 4 no sale days for the month of October, which is fine. But the 31st, I sold 2 items. The first one was this Alfred Dunner sort of pink color blocked grandma sweater, and this was donated to me and I sold it for $7. The last item to sell for the month of October was this pair of Cole Haan loafers. So we had 2 pairs of Cole Haan loafers sell this month. These also came in a thredUP mystery box. They were a teeny tiny size. They were size 5. I sold these for $20. So that's everything I sold. Let's get into my new segment, the fast, slow, high, low, and then I will tell you my total profit for the month. Let's start with fast. Give you a little preface here. The average number of days to sell for this month was 218 days, which is quite a high number. You know, I'm not actively sourcing right now other than getting thredUP mystery boxes. So a lot of these items are items that were donated to me or from my personal closet or I sourced at the beginning of the year. So 218 days on average to sell. My 3 fastest sales were the Athleta top, the white tank top from the mystery box. That took 25 days to sell. Number 2 were the Nike Hot Lava sneakers that I almost kept for myself, but those sold in 15 days. The fastest sale I had were those Sam Edelman booties, also from a mystery box, and those only took 1 day to sell. That flew off the shelf. Next, let's move into slowest. The 3rd slowest was that Forever 21 Aztec sweater. That was mine. That took 317 days to sell. Number 2 slowest was that 9 West purse, also mine, and that took 620 days to sell. I probably could have taken better pictures of that, but it wasn't worth it. And the number 1 slowest item were the Aldo boots, also mine, and those took 630 days to sell. So we're almost at 2 years here. I price dropped a lot. I did take new pictures of those boots at one point. Now let's talk about my highest and lowest sales. So the highest sales I had this month, there were actually more than 3 just because the 3rd kind of tier all sold for $35. So I had 3 items sell for $35. The first were the Cole Haan drivers. Next was the Anthropology sort of puff sleeve top, and the 3rd item at $35 were the Sam Edelman boots. The next best item that I sold were the Madden Girl boots, the gray riding boots that were mine. Those sold for $39. And my best sale for the month of October was the Claudia Pirlo chiffon floral dress, and that sold for $59. My 3 lowest sales were the Victoria's Secret hoodie. Did I even talk about that? I think I did. If I didn't talk about that, I don't know what day it sold. What day did that sell? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had that Victoria's Secret hoodie sell on, did I just skip over that? Uh-oh. Anyway, there's a Victoria's Secret hoodie. It was donated to me. It did have some stains and discoloration on it. I just listed it anyway, noted that. It sold for $6. The other 2 lowest items were the Soho New York & Company and the Fashion Bug top. Both donated to me. Both sold for $5 out the door. I just hope that segment is helpful for you guys. I know looking back on my sales, it's helpful to know what to source and what not to source again. All right, so let's get into my profits. My total sales for this month were $825, which is pretty high for me. That brings the average sale price per item to $17.19. My highest sale price per item was for sourced items. That was actually $23 per item, and my donated items were only $11.94. Items from my own closet were kind of right in the middle at $17. Now let's talk about profits. My profits for the month were $486.66. That's an average profit per item of $10.14. This was actually my highest profit per month of items that I actually sourced to resell and do not include items from my personal closet or items that were donated to me. So items that I specifically sourced. That for this month was $242.87 of profit on those sourced items. And that's an average profit of $11.57 per item. That was my best month yet as far as actually sourced items to resell. So I was pretty proud of that. And like I said, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe down below, and stick around for more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. next sale, hi, I'm making a video. Are we on the 15th? Yeah, I think, wait, are we on the 15th? No, we're on the 16th. Okay. We're gonna stop shaking. Note to self, don't pick up Tahari again. The 28th, is that the 28th? Yeah, that was, stick around for my channel. My channel's just here.